Hello. Hello, Ms Joan has arrived, darling. Oh, how lovely to see you. Hi everyone, my name is Natalia, aka Ms Joan, and I thought I'd film a Get Ready With Me. Kind of becoming Ms Joan, putting the character on my face, and yeah, I'm going to be filming today and recording a radio show. I just come up with this idea to have a bit of to play a mix, but also to make it into a bit of a radio show for Ms Joan. And I'm going to be doing, I suppose, what is kind of like the pilot for it today. So I've got my setup behind me, and yeah, got to put the face on, got to put the wig on, and then get into character. I've never actually done a Get Ready With Me before. So do forgive me if I stop talking and just start concentrating on the face. I've got Lancome. What did they do? Did they do that? There you go. Lancome in number 500. This I think is more my summer colour. See, it's a bit darker, but I like the way it sort of, it will eventually look better, but I feel like this is definitely my summer colour. So yeah, Ms Joan, let me tell you about Ms Joan. She has been living with me for a very long time. Actually, oh God, I've got to tell you the story about Ms Joan. And I'm looking behind me because there's a picture, I'll bring it over in a second. But basically, I did a workshop. I did like a weekend kind of, not weekend, yeah, like a 3-day kind of workshop thing with Helvetia Rocked. Big up, you guys. They're a Swiss organisation. I do their podcast. But they do a lot of like grassroots projects. Basically, their remit is to answer the gender imbalance in the Swiss music industry. And so they do a lot of grassroots workshops and projects. I teach their DJ course. I also do their podcast, like I said. But they had this thing about like communication, this workshop about communication and like as artists sort of getting your story out there, getting out there and like, you know, how to do it basically. And so I was DJing under the name Nat from London in Geneva and France. And when I was doing this workshop for a long time, I was just thinking, even before this workshop, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm really connecting anymore with the Nat from London, or there's something else in me that I want to connect with, that I just feel, you know. And so one of the exercises on this course was to work in groups and then think of a character, think of a person who you're gonna market, you know, you're gonna do that, you're gonna think of their why, what their story is, and da-da-da. So we worked in groups and did that. And then, you know, this was a few years ago now, probably like 2 years ago now. And so I'm just trying to remember what it was. But basically, when it came to, after we did that, they were like, okay, now put yourself as a character, whoever you are as an artist, figure out like who you are, we'll do a mood board, what are the colours, what are the pictures that inspire you, what's all this stuff. So when I was doing it, I was just like, this glitz and glam. It's glam and it's glitter, it's sequins, it's ball gowns. And that's the thing, because I've got like a whole wardrobe, not a whole massive wardrobe, but I've got a wardrobe of quite a few ball gowns that I never get to wear. And I'm like, I want to DJ my ball gown, man. Like, there's a character within me who is just over the top, you know, glamour, think RuPaul, and actually I put RuPaul on my mood board, I put Diana Ross on my mood board, put Donna Summer, and just all these disco legends, but also like amazing women. Don't ask me what I'm doing, yo. Don't ask me what I'm doing with my face. I'm just like figuring it out. So then when I went to present it, people were like, oh, who's this? Because they knew Nat from London, and what Nat from London was doing is bringing like a London vibe to France and to Switzerland, because I was DJing like R&B, hip hop, garage, you know, all that, all the usual, like a UK DJ. old school, you know, stuff. And then I'm like, no, there's this queen inside me that needs to come out, basically. And I was trying to explain, you know, but on my mood board there was just like sequins, ball gowns, RuPaul, Diana Ross, Donna Summer. And anyway, so moving quickly on, I was living with her without a name for so long. I'm like, who is this person inside me who just wants to wear ball gowns, play disco music, and just have fun? And the disco music, but also I wanted to sing as well. I was like, I need to incorporate singing. I need to bring that into the mix and blend, if you will. Anyway, I think you get it. I think you get it, right? So then, living with her for a good few months, can't come up with a name, can't figure out, like, it's not Natalia and it's not Nat from London, it's glamorous. It's someone who's just, you know, glamorous. And I spoke to a friend of mine, actually a friend of mine was DJing, shout out Kieran. Every time I tell this story to people, I always got to give a shout out to Kieran. Kieran was DJing at a festival, and I went to see him DJing, and while he wasn't on stage, we were just chatting and like catching up before he was going on. And I was like, oh, I've got this new project, it's a disco diva, imagine ball gowns, imagine like just elegance, imagine, you know, 80s, just like big hair, imagine Diana Ross, Donna Summer, all these people, you know. And then and I was like, but I can't think of a name. What am I gonna do next with my face? This thing here. Oh, by the way, I did a concealer. That was it. A MAC concealer under my eyes. Now I'm gonna put in Makeup Forever, this one, with a sponge. Anyway, so chat with Kieran, and Kieran's friend was there, Charlie. And I was like, I've got this person, don't know what to call her, but I'm just so excited about her. And Kieran and Charlie got it. They were like, yes, 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 queen. This is what we need. This is what we're gonna go for. We need it, we need it. And I'm like, yes, you get it. There's this person who wants to come out. She's a disco diva queen. Then Kieran goes to me, yeah, it's so good. It's gotta be, maybe the name's gotta be Miss something. Miss something. And I swear to God, it was like a light bulb had just gone off in my head. It was like a spark had ignited, and it just came together and made sense. Because, guys, I used to perform back in the day. That person up there is me. Let me bring the photo over. As Ms Joan. That was my performance name. When I left uni and I was in a band, and then I left that band and then I started to go out by myself and perform acoustic guitars and stuff like that. It was Ms Joan. Let me get the picture. Guys, that's Ms Joan. Look how cute she was putting on her makeup. The whole thing was like transforming into Ms Joan. And look at me now, transforming into Ms Joan. But that was Ms Joan, and I was kind of like rock chick, giving rock chick basically. So Kieran was like, Miss something. I'm like, I've already got a name, Ms Joan. That's my name already. And I tell you why Ms Joan was my name, was because my grandmother, bless her, rest in peace, used to call me Joan Collins and Ms Joan. Grandma was a Jamaican woman, right, and she loved watching television. She must have loved Dynasty, basically, and she loved Joan Collins. And she would always call me Joan Collins. When I'd come in the room, she'd go, look at Joan Collins coming now. Look at Miss Joan. Joan! And when she'd call me Joan. Here's the thing about Jamaicans. They'll give you a nickname. And my nickname was Joan. And I think it was because I was just so over the top, you know. I was so over the top for this lady. This child giving diva as a child. So don't know what I'm doing. Where's my other thing? I'm trying to come in here and just give a bit of a cut. Although 80s makeup, I'm trying to do a bit of a 80s vibe. I'm not sure if they were doing highlights and ting like that. Highlights and contour in the 80s. Actually, the 80s women had a hard time finding foundation that was the right shade. There was a lot of greyed out, you'll see it in pictures, a lot of grey looking skin, because they were not serving our beautiful black queens. So yeah, so that's the story. That's why I've called myself Ms Joan, because I'm not a Miss anymore, I'm a Ms. I've seen a lot and I know a lot more than I did back then. My purpose, I suppose, is to bring joy to people, bring the disco back. I think just discos and funk and soul and those 80s R&B is just such a joyful type of music. So I want to bring that back. I want people to dance, man. I want people to dance, I want people to sing along, I want people to feel good. But also I want people, this is Fenty cream. Also I want people to dress up. When I start doing my nights, which I've got a night coming up, I want people to dress up. So look, that's quite pink. I want to keep it quite thick pink because I feel like in the 80s, they were giving proper pink cheeks. I want people to dress up, express themselves. I want them to wear glitter. I want them to wear sequins. I want them to, you know, express themselves through their clothing. I want it to be proper, like my night to be like Studio 54, glamorous, you know, that's what we're going for. So Ms Joan is a DJ, a selector. I've been looking at stories from the 70s, 80s. I've been digging, looking for music, you know, your popular music as well as your lesser known gems. This is cracked. I should probably get rid of that, but I'm leaving it there to probably ruin my life in the future when it eventually and inevitably will fall down. So I'm gonna put like a bronzy one here. I don't think they were doing all this in the 80s, and I don't have a reference picture right now. Look, I'm chatting to you and I have no clue what I'm doing. Hopefully it will come together. So I'm gonna need to blend. So that's that. I'm really excited about Ms Joan. So that was a few years ago. Imagine, quite a few years ago. Well, 2, I think, since I went on that course till now. And I'm so impatient to get her out and about and in the mix. I'm just sort of tired when it comes to resources, taking pictures. I think I need to do a lot myself. I can't afford a photographer just yet. Well, I've actually spoken to a photographer who I think we could work together. Right, I bought this the other day from the airport. No, from King's Cross Station, the Mac shop there. I had in my head, if I'm gonna be doing 80s, I need to be coming in with some color for the eye palette, and I didn't know who was doing color for the eye palette. And I just walked past, I thought, let me just check. And they had this. So look, they've got gold, they've got blue, very 80s. I feel like I'm gonna do a purple today or a pink, but I think I'm gonna go for a purple. And I'm wondering if I should blend it with this. I've got Huda Beauty. This is my go-to. Oh no, don't tell me you've broken. Rose gold is gone. Purple on the eyes. So today I'm going to be recording. I thought, do you know what? Let me do a get ready with me at the same time because I'm gonna have to put my makeup on anyway. But today I'm gonna try and do a pilot of like a radio show. I'm actually gonna also do some mixes to put on YouTube as well, because I've been really enjoying watching people's mixes on YouTube, and I think I can add something to the something. Now look, I've been Googling and YouTubing and all sorts. I can't find any queens and girls out there doing anything like Ms Joan. I mean, we've got our drag queens who I'm absolutely inspired by. As I said, RuPaul is definitely one of my inspirations, and a lot of drag queens and the whole drag queen community. And speaking of, I don't actually own a lot of garments. You know, I do have a wardrobe of what do you think? Of ball gowns, but I don't have loads and loads and loads to just be changing up all the time. And so I know how to sew just about, and I was thinking, I've got to be like my queens on RuPaul's Drag Race. And I've got to be able to sew. I've got to. At first I was like, oh, I need to find a designer, or maybe I could work with a shop, and maybe that will come in the future, but I think certainly to begin with, I need to make my own clothes, because I've got so many ideas of garments in my head, and I feel like the only way to get them is to make them myself. What are we thinking in terms of eyes? I need help doing makeup. Why is it looking weird? Do I need something in my crease, guys? One day I shall perfect this look. Anyway, so I've got to make some clothes. I went into London the other day, and obviously I had to make my way down to Dalston, down to Ridley Road Market, because in my opinion, one of the best fabric shops is there. And I was so happy. So I bought a feather boa and some fabric that I'm gonna make a little black dress, LBD. Now I'm trying to go for very sort of 70s and 80s looks, but I feel like this dress that I'm gonna make is a bit leaning closer to 90s, but I think it just works with my body shape. What are we saying? What are we thinking, guys? Right, let's just finish up, man. This is long. Where's my liner for my under eye? Ms Joan. She's here to bring glitz, glamour, joy. Joy is one of my things. That's what she's here to do. So, if you are feeling that, if you're feeling what I'm feeling, you guys need to join the mailing list. I'm gonna have a mailing list. I'll put the link somewhere. You guys need to follow me on Instagram. I haven't taken many pictures yet because, yeah, it's just the costume is an issue. I think at this moment in time I'm gonna be, you know, making clothes, but I need to also like buy stuff like jewelry, costume jewelry. You know, I really want to give that glitz, glamour, 80s style over the top. So yeah, Joan Collins and Diane Carroll are some of my main inspirations. I just love the way they talk. I love the way they dressed in the show. Oh no, that's gonna be AWOL. Never mind. Sisters, not twins. Oh. Mascara. Fenty mascara. I don't know how to put on lashes, girls. Girls and guys and non-binaries. I don't know how to put lashes on, lovelies. I don't know how to do it. So I'm just gonna use my natural lashes, which is what I always do. I feel like this mascara is really good. And never used it before. First time having it. I normally have your old drugstore mascara. Look at that. You see my, oh my gosh, can you see my lashes? Lovely, darling. Lovely. Ms Joan She's a performer, she's a DJ, she's a selector, and she sings as well. Singing isn't her main thing, but she'll get on the mic. And the thing is, you know, since I was little, I just always wanted to do those sort of all-round performances, you know. I remember seeing Cher doing all those, that sort of variety show, acting and singing and dancing and musical numbers and comedy. I love all of that. And so that's where Ms Joan is coming from, like that sort of variety show kind of mixing it up, you know, a bit of everything. Okay, et voila! I'll put on some lips. I've got red in my handbag. Should I go get it now? All right, I'll go get it now, go on then. So, got this red. I need to get a new wig as well. I need loads of wigs for Ms Joan. I just love wigs. I just love them. My mum always goes, another wig! I'm like, yeah? Go for another wig? Right, so, I always get lipstick on my teeth. Blah. This lighting is absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry guys for this get ready with me. Terrible lighting. Next time I'll think about it more. There's my ring light, should be in front of me. Can't be asked. It's so dark. Actually, I should have put this on once I put my dress on. Oh, what you like? Look at that. Right, now I must don the wig. Where's my wig off? This wig I haven't worn for ages, so I don't know how I'm gonna style it. Oops, what else is there to say about Ms Joan as I prepare to transform? I think I would say that I've got to think about her voice. How does she talk? Am I too London for Ms Joan? I don't know if I change my voice too much. This lighting is not doing the work. It's very overcast outside. What if I just turned you on? Behind me. No, you're not plugged in. Hang on. Careful, everyone. Careful. Shit. Careful. Steady. That's better. Silly. Just want to have fun with this character. Get people dancing. Get people having a good time. And cross-generational, you know. Definitely for the older folk. But for the younger folk too, like, enjoy disco, enjoy music with soul, you know? I miss that. Here she is. Girl. Right, how are we gonna style her? She's synthetic. We're not giving scalp. Oh, random hairpin, hello. Right, how would you style her, people? I want to give Diana Ross, darling. Can I leave her as is? We're not trying to give scalp. We just want a bit of shape. Don't look at the back. She's fine, darling. Okay, I better get dressed. I'll come back with some clothes on and you can see the final product. I just realised I have no nail varnish on my nails and they look terrible. Oh! At least put some hand cream on, darling. I'll see you when I'm back with the finished look. Hello, Ms Joan has arrived, darling. Oh, how lovely to see you. What do you think, guys? Ms Joan, oh, I forgot about that. My gloves. But I can't mix, I can't DJ in gloves, but definitely gloves are a thing. Right, so there we have it. The completed look, all with faux fur to wear, darling. Ms Joan. So I'm going to start filming and recording the radio show. Disco, Queens of Disco, as part of the International Women's Month. All my favourite songs by disco women. If you would like to continue to follow this journey, come with me, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram. The Instagram is @MsJoan_music, and also you can find my mixes online. I will have a mailing list because I will be doing some private events, I will be doing some exclusive events, some small events, and if you'd love to be a part of that, you have to join the mailing list and sign up so I know that you're interested in that sort of thing. I'll also be doing some playlists, so you can get a disco playlist to your inbox. It'll be disco house as well, some new stuff. Don't get me wrong, some pop, some R&B, 80s, you know, soul, funk, all of that, all of the good stuff. So if you like that, if that sounds like something you'd like more of, then follow me and keep in touch. Love you very much. See you soon.